Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, a lot of people have been asking me saying, well, what's happening with the crews on board those cruise ships that are still out at sea? They don't want to keep them stuck there all the time. They want to be able to get them off and on, and what's happening with them, and why aren't the cruise lines flying them home? Well, in a word, CDC. So about a month ago or so, the CDC came out with their ratings for cruise ships to know whether or not they are safe to transport people and their crew members on and off the cruise ships and come into port and things like that. Their stoplight system there, the red, yellow, green, right? So if you're red, it's because you've had cases on board or there's a contact or you're worried about it. Yellow means you've had somebody who's left the ship who has come in positive, so you're monitoring the ship to see if anything happens on board. Green means there has been no cases, including no cases for over 28 days minimum. Well, almost pretty much all the ships now off the coast of Florida are all what's called now provisionally green, which means they've all passed everything that the CDC has asked them to pass to turn to green. They have had, there's no infections on board. They haven't been having people on and off the ships. There's been no tracing for over 28 days, no contacts, no nothing, no nothing on board these cruise ships. Yet they still can't pull into port and switch off passengers and fly them home. And there's one very easy reason why this hasn't happened yet, is because the CDC has only filled out the paperwork for one ship. That's right. They've said, okay, you're green, you're green, you're green, good job, great, you're green. But they just haven't been bothered to actually fill in the paperwork yet that says they are green and not provisionally green, which means the cruise lines could then fly their people home commercially safe and sound, which sounds normal since we're opening up flights all across the United States and into Europe and into places that are still allowed to fly. But it's been over 2 weeks and they've only certified one ship. One ship has turned to green out of all the ships in U.S. waters right now. Dozens and dozens of ships. And you wonder why we seem to think that there's something a little wrong with what's going on and that there seems to be that bias against the cruise ships. You've already said, yes, they are green. How long possibly could it be to fill in the paperwork? Well, apparently it's at least 2 weeks for one ship. So if these guys are lucky, at that rate, it would be November of next year before they certify all the ships. It's just, this is one of the reasons you're seeing the cruise ship in Eastport, Connecticut is getting ready to drop its moorings and it's sailing to Europe, because Europe will allow them to disembark their passengers and fly their people home, crew members, and fly their people home and bring on new crew members, so people aren't stuck on ships basically doing nothing but keeping the ship in operation and cleaning it for months and months and months and months at a time. They're trying to rotate their crews so the crews don't get burned out. And again, obstacles after obstacles after obstacles are being put in front of the CDC, because you can't say that it's because they aren't doing what the CDC asked. They passed every aspect of what the CDC asked to be green. The CDC has even said they are provisionally green. We just have to fill out the documentation now, but they're not doing the documentation. It's still not finished. So yep, that's why you're seeing ships now heading out and going to Europe and having to go to Asia. It's because we still won't let them fly their crew members home, and they want to get their crew members home and rotate staff. So Again, if you're wondering, that's one of the reasons. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.